Hi.
Hi, Dallas.
How are you?
Nice to see you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
All right. So, let's start it.
This is Frank Turner, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, I don't know the name of the song. I don't listen to his music, but I just know that that's what he sounds like. So I took a guess.
He has this kind of energetic vibe, this outgoing thing. Is this something you can relate to that would be fitting for a City and Color too?
No, I would think that I'm not energetic and outgoing at all when it comes to City and Color. I try to focus on the negative and bring it down a little bit, but I got nothing against this. It's just the way I have certain things, I guess, that kind of resemble an up. I guess on the new record there's some more upbeat stuff, but I like minor chords a lot more than major chords.
Someone from your home country?
Oh, it's John K. Samson.
Sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
Is it the Weaker Thens or is it John K. Samson?
No, it's John K. solo.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that record. And I should, but again, see, I'm too busy listening to like D'Angelo.
For real?
Yeah.
This one is a lot about Canada, the everyday life, the landscape, and so on. Is Canada something that inspires you to write songs too?
Sure, to a degree. Not as much as John, though, because John is much smarter than I am and has a better way with words and can write beautiful songs like this about things that I could never write about, just because I don't think I know how to. I think that's why I tend to always focus on things in my own, just about me, because I know, I can write about that easy, like a little more easily. Chuck. Yeah.
See, you know him all.
But see, Chuck, I'm a big Hot Water Music fan. I have a Hot Water Music tattoo. Chuck is a good friend of mine. A lot of the music that I listen to, the people, like those bands probably had no idea who I am and probably would never listen to my music. So, there's just like, I don't know. Even in Alexis, like when we made records, we were all listening to different stuff. We weren't listening to the bands that sounded like us. We weren't listening to the bands that we, were touring with. And that was no offense, it's just not what we were into, but that's the style of music we were creating, I love Chuck to death. I think he's one of the best people I've ever met in this business. I think that when Alexis toured with Hot Water Music back in 2004, we really learned how to be a band from them just by watching them play every night. I feel like I know this song. Oh, Joe Strummer doing Bob Marley.
100 points.
Yeah. It's great. It's a great version. I used to love this. When I first heard this song, I sang it a lot. It's beautiful.
You did?
Just like I didn't sing it live. I just sang along to this,
Could you imagine doing it live?
No, I wouldn't do it because he'd already did it good enough, It's like Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. Not only was Hallelujah, his version beautiful, but then Jeff Buckley came along and made this. So there's like certain songs that I could never see myself singing because someone's already done it just as good as I'd like to hear it.
Yeah. No?
I don't know.
Greg Griffin from Bad Religion.
Oh, that's it. See, I never listened to Bad Religion.
No?
I'm not a punk rocker. Everybody wonders, or thinks that I came from punk rock, but I'm not. I never got into punk.
Okay.
I wasn't listening to punk rock when I was young.
How come?
I just didn't like it. I listened to hip hop in the early 90s and grunge music.
Yeah.
And then I got into hardcore and metal through that. Just a guy who's sad.
It's interesting that you say he's a sad guy, because I was about to ask why are singer-songwriters so often dive into melancholy, more on the past, be nostalgic?
I just enjoy, introspection, and we're singing and we're songwriting. We're trying to tell a story, I think. We're not necessarily, I don't know, it's just not pop music. It's not really necessarily made to make people dance and jump around. It's, it's kind of like reading a book. As beautiful as those trees are, I don't want to write about it. I don't feel the need to write about something that makes me happier, that I think is, that's not when I feel interested to write songs.
Yeah.
But when I'm feeling, down or thinking hard about something, that's when I feel the need to write words.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Walter.
Yes.
Yeah, another guy, very important for me. But see, like Walter and I would call him my friend, but I don't listen to this, and he doesn't listen to me, But I love...
Did you ever find that strange, or did you find it natural?
No, it's fine. It's natural. You get into whatever you get into. You don't have to listen to a band even because you're friends with them.
So you don't feel obligated in any
No,
way?
it's all about... Music is not about, music is about personal preference. It's about what you're into. So for me, Quicksand was such a huge band, and I still listen to Quicksand. There's no rules in it, people try to make these rules, especially with hardcore, and that was something that I really hated about it, was that, well, you gotta listen to this if you're gonna get to this and that, and then, well, fuck off, listen to what you want to listen to,
So you're not into this whole kind of do-it-yourself, straight-edge catalog of rules?
No, because that's not do-it-yourself. Following rules and having a certain way of doing things is not doing it yourself. You're following a set of something that's already instilled in what was there before. So to follow rules and to have a certain idea of where you're going to go with things and be afraid to listen to one thing because your friends are listening to something else, or it's ridiculous,
Yeah.
Music is not meant for that. It's meant just to feel however it makes you feel.